Every single day I get so many fucking offers. Millions of dollars are being thrown at me to do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
But I say no. I have a path. I know my purpose. I'm purpose driven. And it's okay, everybody can lie about me on social media all they want. It's fine. But lying about me won't change the truth about you. It won't. You know that you're a scared little coward sitting at home on your computer typing while I drive up my Rolls Royce, living in a fucking $12 million house, owning 100 different properties, traveling the world, doing whatever the fuck I want to do. Super fit, 6% body fat. That's me. That's me. Any woman wants me. Any woman that looks good, I guarantee you, wants a man that's either like me or me.
You guys, I told you Azoulay was having quite the month. He doesn't stop. He did that 4.5-hour podcast, then he did another podcast, then there was that MMA event, and now he decided to do this podcast on the Digital Social Hour, and it is probably one of the worst things I've seen from him. It is crazy. I've got to show you some of these clips. This is beyond disgusting, even for him. But before we get into anything, welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Danielle. Please, if you could do me a favor, you decide that you enjoyed this video, please drop me a like and consider subscribing. Also, please click the little bell thing. I never say that, but please click the little bell icon. But anyways, thank you so much. Let's just get right into this shit. Okay, so here he's gonna tell us about his dream woman. Okay, listen to this shit.
I used to look and I used to tell people, you know, my dream woman will be a virgin. She will be untouched. She will cook, she will clean, she will take care of a home, she will want children. And since we know to find a virgin is very difficult, so she'll be probably 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I said that when I was 32. And people told me, but you're too old. You're too old. You're 32. Like, you need to find somebody your age.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, what? My age? What are you talking about? Why would I find her my age?
You hear this shit, guys? Why would I find her my age? And what is the deal? What is his sick obsession with virgins? As we know, guys, the girl he raped, the 15-year-old girl, was also a virgin. And guess what? Him judging all these women, you know, I want her untouched. He views non-virgins as dirty, as lesser than, right? Well, guess what you just did? You just took something so sacred from that girl, something she's gonna have to live with and think about every day for the rest of her life, and now you are judging those very girls for it. That is how sick this guy is, okay? I want you to understand how sick what he's saying right now and talking about, you know, virgins in this way and women who are unclean versus clean. This is so sick.
And today, you wouldn't believe how easy it is. I have fathers who reach out to me and say, I have a daughter I want you to marry. I go, how old is she? They go, she's 17. But she will wait for you. She's in love with you.
Wow.
I'm like, what?
That's
what? Like, what? Is this real? There is mothers who reach out to me and go, I wish my daughter was a few years older, but I'm saving her for you. How old is she? She's 15.
I can't tell if you're joking right now. This is wild.
I'm not joking.
You serious?
I'm not joking. I swear to God.
Wow.
I swear. I have parents hit me up and tell me that they're saving their daughters for me.
Wow.
Okay, I wanted to play that the whole way through because I wanted you to hear him. So he's talking about parents messaging them about their virgin daughters. And then he admits, he responds and asks them how old they are. Now, like I said in previous videos, why the hell would you be messaging somebody back asking the girl's age if you weren't interested? And why are you asking ages? If parents are messaging you saying my daughter is interested, like, ooh, I'm saving my daughter for Ben Azoulay, which is sick in itself, which, you know, I don't really believe this, but let's just play along with this delusional ass game for a second. Why the hell are you messaging back and asking these ages? If you weren't interested in underage girls, you would never ask that question. You would never respond back. If somebody messaged me telling me that their sons were waiting for me, that they wanted, you know, me to be with their sons or whatever, I would never respond asking their age. That is sick. There's something wrong with that. And the fact that he's even thinking this way, even if it's not true, shows something very, I mean, we already know there's something wrong with him, but there's something very, very wrong with this picture, okay? This is disgusting. And if it is true, shame on parents who are saving their kid, their daughters, for Ben Azoulay. Do you know how sick this guy is? Disgusting. But again, I don't believe it's true.
And this is something very controversial. That's going to upset a lot of people, but you have to think with logic. Think with logic. In Judaism, when you are 12, you have your bat mitzvah for a daughter. That means that she is a woman. Why? Because it usually is about the age of 10, 11, when they're able to have children. Right? That's when they kind of get to puberties, 10, 11. So at 12, it guarantees that she's already had her period.
Got it.
For boys, it's 13. Why? Because it's usually 11 or 12. They actually start later than women, you know. Women become more mature faster. So back in the day, at those ages, they would marry them. Like my grandma got married at the age of 14.
Wow.
And that wasn't too far, you know. Like my grandma right now is 83.
Yeah, 2 generations ago.
That wasn't too long ago.
Listen to the stuff he's talking about, guys. And throughout this entire podcast, he's constantly talking about, you know, his religion and how he should be allowed to have 4 wives and women should only be allowed to have 1, and how women are unclean if they're not covered up and all this stuff, right? But here he is talking about 11-year-old girls saying that they're women, calling these young girls women, and that they're ready to have kids. And even the way he's talking about, like, why are you discussing this? Why are you so focused on this entire thing? He's constantly talking about young underage girls. What kind of man, grown-ass man, is this obsessed with young girls, guys? There is something wrong with this. He's constantly talking about this. This is a huge red flag.
That they married my grandma at 14.
That was in America or?
No, that was in Israel.
Oh, okay.
So if you really think about it, you have a girl that is 12 years old. What happens now? She's going through puberty. She wants a boy. But they tell her, you can't be with anybody. He's got to be under 18. Which means now when she goes in and sleeps with somebody, they're not going to be together. So what they actually need to do is say, no sex until you're 18. It should be illegal. If anything, illegal. It's not, oh, this is the age of consent. Illegal until the age of 18.
Wow.
Why do you care? Why do you care if girls under the age, like girls who are 17, are sleeping with boys their age? Why is this any of your damn business? But besides that, you know what is illegal, Ben? You know what is illegal? Grape. And guess what? You still did it.
Because now she's just messing around with a 13-year-old, with a 14, with a 15. What's happening? She's sleeping around. When I was in high school, the girl that was sitting next to me came to school. I was 15 when I dropped out. I was 15 or 14 at the time. I was sitting in class and the Hispanic girl next to me was pregnant.
Wow.
Don't want to mention her name, but she was pregnant.
How is that any of your business, though? Why is that any of your business? How do you know that she wasn't great? You don't know her story. So why, like, this is none of your business, Ben.
And she's keeping the baby. She kept the baby. The child today is probably 21 years old. They don't get abortions. So if you're letting a child, let's say, right, a 12, 13-year-old child, okay, sleep around with someone their age, by the time they get to 18, of course, they're confused. And then what happens with the American mom? You're 18, honey, you got to go to college. Finish college, you need to travel. You're too young to get married. By the time she wants to get married, she's 30, 32, 33.
Average age is 30.
Yes, they should be allowed to live their life however they want. Yes, a girl should be allowed to go to college, travel, do whatever the hell she wants. She shouldn't need to settle down and get married, especially with a nasty creep like you. You can't stop kids who are going through puberty and their hormones are raging. You can't stop them from hooking up with other kids their age. I know it's something we don't want to think about, but the best thing parents can do is teach them about safety, right? How to prevent pregnancy, all that stuff. I know it's not something that we want our kids to be doing, but when kids reach a certain age, usually, 16, 17, they're gonna do it, okay? So you might as well talk to them about being safe rather than making it illegal. They're still gonna do it. Grape is illegal, and you still did it.
By the time she wants to get married, she's 30, 32, 33.
Average age is 30 now for women in America.
And then you got these dummies who are marrying them. In my opinion, you're a dumbass if you're marrying a 30-year-old. What's the reason?
This is how stupid, this is how idiotic this guy is. Okay, let's look up the statistics here because I looked this up a while ago. And actually, there's no guarantee. This is not guaranteed. Like if you get married at 30, you're not guaranteed to not have a divorce. But research consistently shows a pattern. Marrying too young raises divorce risk, and the risk drops into your late 20s/early 30s before flattening out. What data generally shows under 23 to 25 years old is the highest divorce risk. People are still changing a lot, career, identity, goals, blah, blah, blah. Mid to late 20s, so 26 to 29 years old, still relatively low risk. Mid 30s, it kind of levels off, right? But the sweet spot, studies often point to about ages 28 to 32 as a low risk window on average. So between the ages of 28 to 32 is the low risk area for divorce. So anything like younger than that, it's obvious. If you get married too young, you're going to get divorced. And here he is bitching about women getting divorced. He constantly complains about women wanting to, get divorced. But yeah, he wants women to get married at 23 years old or younger. Talking about how his grandma got married at 14. Are you stupid, dude? You can't just have this delusional, idiotic fantasy of how marriage and life and relationships are supposed to be. You have to be realistic. It's common sense that women with more life experience, women who have gone to college, women who have gotten an education, women who have traveled and who have more life experience are going to be ready to settle down, are going to be ready to marry somebody and have kids and, have a family and a home. But he wants to bitch about women not wanting these things. Of course, they're not going to want them when they're super young and they haven't had fun yet. Oh, it's so bad when women want to have fun and party and blah, blah, blah. Who gives a shit? Literally, men do it all the time. Who gives a shit? If a woman wants to go out and club, I could see people caring, that whether she's doing OnlyFans or not. I don't condone that at all. But what is wrong with a woman going out and having fun in her youth and partying and traveling? Dude, these guys care about the dumbest shit, but yet they complain about the very shit that they're contributing to. They're complaining about divorce, but yet they're promoting getting married young, which contributes to divorce. Like, how stupid are you?
My dad is 65. His girlfriend is 29.
Damn.
Your dad's also a sick fuck.
And he's been with her for almost 10 years since he left my mom.
Wow.
He's been with her since she was 20, 9 years they've been together. They live together and all that. So there is great women out there, not in the U.S., outside of the U.S., that are great women, that are young, that are looking to have a family, that are looking to adore their men. They're very feminine.
Mm-hmm.
Today, you're dealing with a bunch of masculine women.
It's by design, though.
By design, 100%. Every single one of my ex-girlfriends, like half a dude.
That's yo bad. Why are you hooking up with dudes, Ben?
Now I realized it. Now, today, I realized that every woman that I've ever been with was like half a dude.
What?
Because if you go to other countries, go to Thailand, go to Russia, go to Ukraine, go to Moldova, go to Colombia.
Keep in mind, he said, go to Colombia, okay? Go to Colombia. Put that in your back pocket, okay? I want you to remember this.
Hi, papi, ¿cómo estás? You're walking down the street, she wants to rape you.
Isn't that masculine, though?
He just said you're walking down the street, she wants to grape you. So obviously he has, this grape fantasy in his head.
No, but
You think that's feminine?
But they have a way that they do it in a very sexy way. Like very feminine, sexy. They have all the buns, Here, 99% of the women don't have tits. So they train their butts. You go to my gyms, women don't have tits.
Yeah.
It's nothing. It's gone. I remember when I was a little boy, you know, between my mom and my aunts and everybody, I had to just dodge everyone's tits all the time as a little boy. And then all of a sudden I came to the United States when I was 10 and I saw women and I thought it was boys. And then in my gyms, you see all these lifters. She's got a great ass, but you look at her tits and there's no tits. There's nothing. It's like they put something in the food to get rid of their tits, and then they gave them something, which is a boob job.
No, you dumbass. It's genetics, you idiots. What do you mean women don't have tits? Yes, they do. What are you talking about? It's genetics, you idiot. It's all genetics. Literally, it's all genetics. So now he's complaining about women not being friendly here. I wonder why. Because the women I know are very friendly. Maybe they're just not friendly with you.
You say hi to a woman here on the street, go downstairs, say hi to a woman on the street, see what she tells you. Don't talk to me. Fuck you. What? What do you mean? So what, I have to drive up with my Rolls Royce in order for you to say hi? Any woman wants me.
No, Ben, you could do anything and women would still run from you. I promise you that. I promise. It's not the women, it's you. They don't like you. They don't want you. You're a loser, a lame. What don't you get about that?
In LA, yeah, probably.
I have a boyfriend. No, you don't. Who's gonna go with you, fucking cow?
That's why. That's why women don't want you. Women don't like men like you, Ben.
Back in the day, it wasn't easy to get pussy. The dad was making sure that nobody is going with the daughter. So you couldn't just go in.
You can just go in. What do you mean by that? You can just grape her? Is that what you meant?
You needed to marry her because that is the asset. The second she loses her virginity, there's no asset there. That's how it was since the beginning of time. Now, this is what you were getting back then. You were getting a woman that was untouched, a woman that listens to you and listens to your guidance, sees you as a king and treats you as one, cleans the house, cooks, raises children, and allows you to be with any woman you want as long as the home is taken care of. That was the agreement. Today, she's been with 10, 20, 30 men. So she hasn't just been touched. She's been completely messed up from every direction too. Like today, it goes every direction.
Yeah.
It's not just where you pee. Then, on top of it, it's crazy. There's women that want to stay virgin, so they tell you, oh, do it from the back. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
Mormons.
So today, a woman comes and she's already been touched. Number one. Number two, she doesn't want to cook. She tells you, what am I, a chef? I'm not going to cook. Clean, what am I, a maid? Raise children? What do you mean?
I don't know any women, like the women he's talking about. I don't know any women that are like, oh, cook? I'm not a chef. Oh, clean? I'm not a maid. I don't know any. This is like stereotypical. I think what he's talking about is like stereotypical liberal women, right? But women are not like that, okay? Maybe women just don't want to do it for you, Ben. Maybe that's the issue. Regardless, do you guys hear the way he talks about like clean versus unclean women? How disgusting is that? Considering the fact that he did that to that 15-year-old girl, now not only leaving her scarred for life, but getting on all these podcasts, calling women like her unclean, when literally he is the cause of that. It's his fault. How do you think she feels? How do you think she feels every day when she got her boyfriend, her first boyfriend, when she started dating or got married, whatever? She has to always think about that forever, for the rest of her life, because of him. And here he is getting his ass up on these stupid ass podcasts, calling women like her unclean. This guy has so much nerve. It makes it so much, like, talking like this is gross on its own, but just knowing what he did just makes it so much worse. You lost your right to talk about what women do, to talk about women sleeping around, to talk about women being virgins. You lost that right, Ben. Nobody wants to hear what you have to say about women being unclean. Bitch, you're unclean. Okay, guys, here he is talking about Wes Watson. And keep in mind, he said he loves women from Colombia because they're like, hey, papi, ven aquí, and they want to grape you, right? He loves them.
When she's covered, she's worth the world. But they don't understand that. They told him, now you have freedom as a woman, do whatever you want to do. Oh, I want to have my tits out. Great. All the men are so happy. But no woman is getting a ring. And then they see these girls on social media that got a ring and she looks like a prostitute. by like Wes Watson.
Yeah,
But
that
then what happened right after? He beat the shit out of her.
looks like he's getting locked up.
And what did you do, bitch? Even though Wes Watson is awful, he's just as disgusting. Worry about your own damn case. You're no angel. You're no saint.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He slammed her face into the fucking table. That's not the kind of man that you want, and it's not the kind of rings that you want.
Mm-hmm.
You want a ring from a good man, but a good man isn't going to take a whore.
A good man like what? You? Shut up, Ben.
They also only dated for a month. I felt like that was way too soon,
Of course.
you know?
But he did it for one reason only. Is to upset his ex.
Mm.
He didn't buy her that shit because he wanted to buy it for her. She was ugly as fuck. His ex looked way better, to be honest with you. This girl just looks like he brought her from Colombia. She looked like, I call those girls sweet potatoes. Go to Colombia. Hi, papi, ¿cómo estás?
See, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, dude. Ugh, I can't take this anymore. I just had to show you those clips because it's so disgusting. Listening to him talk about women, about virgins, about women being unclean, all this stuff. Knowing what he did, he is the most unclean bitch on the planet, okay? So he has no right to be talking about what women do, and like they don't have the right to go out and party in their 20s. They have to get knocked up right away and get married. Leave women alone. Stop going on podcasts talking about what we can and can't do or what we should be doing. Stop talking about women, okay? You have no right. We don't like you. That is why you can pull up in your fucking Rolls Royce and holler at all these girls and they won't pay you any mind. They'll lie to you and tell you they have a boyfriend.
What are you talking about? You have a boyfriend.
Because they want nothing to do with you, Ben. We want nothing to do with you. What don't you understand about that? We want you out of here as far away as possible. You aren't safe. We don't want you around. Ugh, I can't take it. I can't take this guy. He's despicable. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Take care.